We are going somewhere that can heal your mind, let you focus, distress, and it has a million years of history. In here, you felt calm, distress, you can focus, and it's a healing ground where you will see the most beautiful crystal clear water, and yet you will not sacrifice your civilization because they do have some small huts and hotel room that you can play along with children, enjoying the river, cooking, camping, and if you really like to have animals surrounded by you in the nature, this is what you are looking for. The Forest of Lagong Recreational Park. This is a Commonwealth Park that located in Rawang with a proper campground with also wild animals that very near to you. They have activities like paddling boat, kayaking around the river and pond, and yeah, this is it. Now what if I told you there is a place near Kuala Lumpur where you can wake up surrounded by rainforest, swim in a river, camp under a enormous tree, and you still have an actual toilet. Now we're talking about civilization. And no, we haven't drive 3 hours into the Malaysian wilderness. We are in Rawang. Today we are exploring a site of Taman Eko Rimba Komanwel that I think a lot of people don't realize they actually exist. Because apparently you can actually stay here. Now if you just look above you, this is the Victoria crab. If you never heard the word before, congratulations, neither most of the people. So this is a tree like a canopy style that towering tropical forests in the Southeast Asia. This is where I need to correct something you sometimes hear in travel video. People love saying the rainforest is 100 million years old. It sounds fantastic. The problem is I couldn't find any official source giving Lagong Forest Reserve a specific age like that. But I am not going to invent one. The recreation park has a modern history, but the ecosystem we are walking through is naturally much older. And honestly, when you see trees are this big, they don't really need a marketing department. So what I know about this Commonwealth Park is actually a forestry conference held in Malaysia during 1993. And so although this recreation park dated to the 90s, the forest obviously doesn't. This is the Lagong Forest Reserve, and the forestry department classify here is a vegetation of lowland Dipterocarp. So these forests have a lot of shade because of these plantations, which yeah, when I walked past the cafe, it was really nice. They have a coffee shop. I heard from the staff here that whenever there are summer breaks or holiday, when there are more reservations, then the coffee shop will open for the public. But it's still nice to see everything was fully maintained well here. They have cushions, table and chairs that campers or simply because you are just coming here for picnic, you can just hang out here and order something that you are lack of. And just next to this cafe, you can see there's a lowland stream, which is really nice because the stream is like music, natural music to the ear. I really enjoy the session here.
嚟到呢個地方其實都有少少 surprise 啊，因為佢好 well maintain 一下，即係咧佢呢度咧，我見到佢仲有啲 paddle boat 啊，係可以有啲 activity 啊，俾人哋去玩噶。呢個係另外一西嘅鄧寶納區，今日佢嘅 cafe 係冇開嘅。係啊，大家可以睇 cafe 冇開，但係我睇到啲台凳啊，所有嘅嘢同埋好乾淨啊，佢都係做到好 maintain 得好好嘅。同埋而家係大約4點幾零鐘啦，即係都係唔熱嘅，係涼嘅。跟住大家可以睇 對面呢有啲好似 container 咁樣嘅，係俾人哋租嚟住嘅。我諗嗰啲係可能比較多人嘅。而且我都見到佢個廁所係有開住門嘅，但係可能今日係完全冇住客。聽到啲雀仔聲咧，哇！同埋佢嗰度好多啲亭仔啊，係可以俾你燒嘢食啊，坐喺度啊，係啦。因為呢個鄧寶納嘅區係接近大自然，同埋好多馬騮，即係唔係講得笑啊！帶大家行過去嗰邊睇，好舒服咯，感覺好靜啊，好靚啊！仲有啲 paddle boat。
So as I was exploring the forest and the campsite itself, I noticed the peacefulness was real. There's a lot of bird chirpings, and yeah, they even have some kayaking, which is kids they can use. They have also life jacket, and you can kayak with your family. They have some small boats that you can rent and use. And I heard they even have ATV. Then when I go further, I saw they have the ATV car. Here there's a lot of huts. We call it pondok that people can use, which is very good because each of the campground they have a small pondok. So imagine if you are a camper, we will appreciate to have a little effort to have those pondok. Whenever there's a rain, we can move something there. If you're a camper, you should know you have some shades, and then it's good because sometimes the fly sheets you set up, you need a lot of time. So whenever you have a extra hut over there that people can use to store some food on the table, to just to get protected from the rain. This is a very thoughtful gesture that I think from the forestry department they did a very good job. I also noticed that most of the campground are very far from each other. Like you can see the huts are very far from each other, so you really have a lot of privacy, which for me the whole campground was really thoughtful. When I drive further later, I saw a lot of campgrounds are separated from each other. So whenever you are just like playing music or you're just enjoying a partying with your own friends, you are really not so concerned about causing problem to your neighbor. Because some of the campsite I went before, we have a problem that is too tight to each other. So when I'm talking to my husband, all our privacy is being heard by our neighbor next door. And though sometimes it is good to make new friends, but it was lack of privacy. This is the toilet. Yeah, you can do the shower here, and also some recycling. So they have a dustbin session where you can put your recycling items and bottles and food. Here, if you can see this one, if you go down, there's a river stream campground. So as you explore up above, there is some more presentable, I think it's a resort kind of hotel room that available for renting. This is the resort restaurant, but it's closed today as well. And then here, if you go down, there's a further, you can choose campground that very close to riverside. Yeah.
Wow, 有呢啲咁嘅好得意嘅屋仔嘅，呢啲屋仔係可以租嘅。帶大家睇下呢度嘅屋仔，係啱啱。呢個屋仔係咪好 Q 啊？好靚呢個屋仔，睇下大家睇下。哇！呢啲好靚呢啲屋仔，同埋佢前面都有個 campground 喺呢度嘅。即係如果想 camping 嘅朋友咧，可以 camping 啦。跟住如果想住得有豪華少少嘅咧嘅朋友咧，又可以住呢啲屋仔喎。有兩間隔離鄰舍咁樣，靚呢個屋仔。
And then we reached the part I really want to see, the camping area. So what surprised me was how organized everything felt. This isn't simply a clearing where somebody decided to pitch a 20 tents. The forestry department officially lists camping as one of the activity here. So the park has designated visitor facilities including parking, a toilet, a surau, shelter and also a hall. So this thing was around 35 camping site with the capacity maximum up to 150 people. So that is very important if you're someone who likes the idea of camping, but perhaps not the idea of completely abandoning civilization. Yeah, toilet. So because civilization, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very functional toilet both at the restaurant and also at the main container area. So this is what makes everything much more interesting, because especially if you're camping with children, you will want to let them have some nature, training ground for them. And suddenly I saw this biawak. When I try to approach, it runs really fast towards the other part of the jungle. So I think in here we saw a lot of monkeys and the water is crystal clear. We can just enjoy, like even the toddlers, they can have some shallow water to play around, and you can see monkey chilling all days. It was really pretty. The weather is really good. I was there around 4 plus in the evening, just walking through and enjoying looking at all the animals. And there is a small waterfall. The water is not deep, so parents can just play there together with their children. And as for myself, I really have really enjoy looking at the animals just chilling and freely running here, jumping around trees. Some of the monkey will bathe in the river. So for me, it's like sometimes it felt like a healing system. The peace and the calm, just looking at the water, the tree, and smelling fresh air, everything helps to de-stress our city life. Especially for me, I always work in front of my laptop, and all this greenery helps my eye a lot. It makes me feel a lot of calmer, peaceful, and focused. So far I like this place. And since this is a recreation park, so they have a lot of safety awareness, whereby if you are traveling with smaller kids like toddler, then you have less worries, because here they have a security system where before you enter the park, they have a guard that you have to register to come up, and they will also close at certain time. So for kids to play here, the water is shallow. Parents will have a gated and guarded area where you felt more safe, but anyhow, it's still a forest reserve. You have to look after of wild animals and snake. So everyone, you can see how beautiful is the water. Can consider coming here if you really like to enjoy nature with smaller kids. And after spending some time here, I think I understand the appeal. This isn't wilderness survival, and it isn't a polished 5-star nature resort either. It's somewhere in between. You get proper facilities, but you still get to wake up surrounded by forests. You can bring food, cook together, sit by the river, just let the kids explore, and once the evening arrives, there's actually nothing much to do, and strangely, that's exactly the point. We are here to slow down. No shopping mall, no endless itinerary, no rushing to the next attraction, just this. So, would I recommend staying here? If you are looking for luxury, probably not, because this is a really honest review. If you hate insect, also probably not for you. If your definitions of nature is looking at the tree through the hotel window, definitely not also. But if you are traveling with friends and family, you are enjoying camping, you want somewhere relatively accessible from KL, and you want to introduce people to the outdoor without immediately throwing them into a hardcore jungle camping, this to me make a lot of sense. And because it's close to Rawang, you don't need to sacrifice half of the weekend just to go there. I think it's worth visiting because they have all the facilities and were well maintained. And somehow, if you are still watching, a million thanks to your patience with me. Thanks a lot. And if you really like this video, hope you give it a thumbs up. Please like, follow, subscribe for more, and also please like my Instagram as well. I trying to build my IG with more short stories on my campgrounds and also places that offer free activities, natures for adults, kids, friends, and family. So yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys again. Thank you a lot and love you guys. Bye.